What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Rated Excellent. My name's Exy. This is my little corner of the internet where we talk about movies, video games, whatever the fuck I feel like. And let's just go ahead and jump into the little intro segment that we've been developing in the last few episodes with what I've been playing. Well, so I've been playing Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was going really, really well. Finished the Claire campaign. I think I might have mentioned that on the last episode. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Claire campaign, Claire A, done. Started Leon B. Just trying to shoot through it, using the infinite rocket launcher, just having a blast. I was kind of partially trying to do like S rank on hardcore. I know you can't get S plus using the infinite rocket launcher, but it is what it was. And I was making really good time. Like, I was in the sewers in like 55 minutes. So I had, about 35 minutes to go ahead and finish everything out. And the fucking gator got me. Like, I was, in the little section where you're running and he's chasing you from behind, all Crash Bandicoot style. And I was on the right side of the screen. And I was making my way back to the middle, because if you're in the middle, you can just, juke left or right. And I hit a fucking pile of garbage, and it stumbled me. And that little hiccup was just enough that when he started to lunge, he got me. It turns out, I had not saved one fucking time. So, when I reloaded, I was right back at the police station gate, right at the very beginning of the game. And I was pretty disappointed. At that point, the whole S rank run was already done, and I don't know, I was a little disheartened, so I don't think I'm gonna be jumping back into that anytime soon. I am gonna check out the bonus scenarios, like the fourth survivor and the ghost survivor and all that stuff. I am going to check that out. But that's going to have to wait until another time. Then the next little gaming hiccup that we had was, I might have covered this on the last episode too. I don't know. I might need to start writing this down or something. But my Pokemon Fire Red save is gone. So, no big deal. I know I definitely talked about moving the streams over from Twitch to YouTube, and I plan to pick back up on Fire Red, and that's when I realized that my save was gone. Not only the save in-game, but also the save state that I could have swore that I had created is gone. But not a big deal. We were only one badge in, so it's not really that hard to, find 30, 45 minutes and get back to where we were. Probably end up, we'll have to change some things. I'm going to have to restart, so your Squirtle's going to be different. Possibility of catching Pikachu and all that stuff could be up in the air. So we might have a completely different team in the next episode. Who knows? But I'm going to try to get that caught back up this week, so we can jump back into Fire Red after the new current stream game, which is South Park, Stick of Truth, which I fucking love that game. We're already 2 episodes in, or 2 streams in, about halfway through day 2, which is about the halfway point of the game, because the game's only 3 days long. Yep, just having a blast in there. Not really shooting for 100%, but I know where a lot of the stuff is, like all the hidden Chim Pokemon and stuff. So I am snatching those up as I'm going and trying to do as many side quests as I can, but not really making any special efforts to 100% it. But yeah, we are currently just hanging out, about to get with the goth kids and get into the school on the second day and go find the Stick of Truths in somebody's desk or locker or wherever it's hidden. And then the shit hits the fan. Yeah, if you've played South Park Stick of Truth, you know what happens after that. And it's kind of fucked up, but also at the same time, it's South Park funny. You get it. Let's see. That's pretty much all as far as what I've been playing. As far as watching, finished up that season of Hell's Kitchen with the 20-somethings versus the 40-somethings. The guy that won is the guy that I kind of hoped would win through the whole thing, so that's cool. Starting up the season right after that, which I guess is the current season, the American Dream or something like that. So I only watched one episode of that so far, so not really hooked on it yet. Usually takes about 3 or 4 episodes to like kind of get invested in any type of reality show. And of course, still trudging through X-Files. I don't mean trudging like it's a negative thing, but X-Files is a long-ass show. I mean, it's hour-long episodes, of course, when you're streaming it on like Hulu. It's like 40 to 42 minutes because, you know, ad-free and shit. But there's still like 24 episodes in every season. I think we are on like episode 21 of season 4. So, yep, almost to that season 5 break where once we finish season 5, it'd be time to watch the first movie, which I've never seen. Actually, I think we're about to be farther in than I've ever been before. Like, I've seen random episodes from all the seasons up until this point. At this point, everything seems very new to me. And then watch some movie on Netflix. I honestly don't remember what it's called, but it's got Anna Kendrick and Andy Samberg in it, and it's like some dark web killer ninja game where you have to stay alive for 30 days and you get $1 million. It was weird. It was not what I thought it was going to be, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but honestly, I can't even remember the title, so there you go. It wasn't that striking. I mean, it's got a couple of funny moments, but you can skip it. Whatever it's called, you could skip it. Alright, well, that pretty much sums up all what I've been doing since the last episode. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I put this off. This is probably the closest to the wire that I've been yet to recording this. It is almost 7 p.m. on Monday night. And here lately, I've been releasing these on midnight at Tuesday. And this gives me about 5 hours to finish recording this, get it edited up, and publish it, and get it scheduled. Or not publish it, but upload it and schedule it, you know, get everything all lined up with the descriptions and everything. So, yeah. I had all intentions of recording yesterday. I mean, I sat here for like 2 hours and just stared at Audacity. Which, yeah, by the way, I'm back recording in Audacity because using Adobe Audition, once I got it figured out, it worked fine until I listened back to the episode. Coming through like car speakers, it wasn't really that noticeable, but wearing any type of headphones, there's like this buzzing that was going on when I wasn't talking that I feel like usually isn't there. And I don't know if that had anything to do with recording directly in Audition versus Audacity. So I'm back in Audacity, just kind of like a control test. Looking at the audio waves, it looks a lot cleaner when I'm not talking, because I've got it right in front of me and I'm looking at it, than it did when I was recording on Audition. There's definitely some flat lines when I'm not making any type of noise. Now, it is possible that buzzing could have been the cooling fans on my PC tower. The microphone doesn't usually pick those up, but I don't know, maybe Audition is a little more taxing on the system than Audacity is, and they could have been running and I just wasn't paying attention to it. It's possible. on the topic of my PC, I've mentioned it quite a few episodes ago, but I am on some severely borrowed time on this PC. The hard drive, when it starts whirring up and scratching and singing and doing all the other noises that it shouldn't be doing, it's taking it a lot longer to calm back down. It used to be like little 5-second like high-pitched squeals and all that. But yesterday, it went on for close to 5 minutes. Like, I thought yesterday might have been the end of my computer. And, you know, I know all I really need to do is order a hard drive and replace the hard drive. And I could probably get some more time out of it, but I think I also explained this before, but this computer is essentially a Frankenstein of probably 3 different computers over the last... Damn, how long have I been on YouTube? Like 9 years? Yeah. I've been on YouTube for about 9 years now. Most of the components in this are probably 7 to 9 years old. Some of them might even be a little bit older than that because I think I robbed pieces from the computer that we originally started with. And I didn't upgrade to the nice computer. It was nice at the time. Until probably 3 months into the TOC times. Yeah, so this thing is, you know, it's just been on borrowed time. And I've gotten new components, you know, new graphics card, upgraded the RAM. But at this point, I think it's just time for me to personally get something more updated. And then I can turn around and take this and, I don't know, I could probably replace the hard drive with something a little cheaper, you know, like a 500 gig hard drive or something, and just use it as a stream machine. You know, have the new computer be the workhorse, and then get this repaired up and good to go, just enough to be what streams out. Because I know that's kind of taxing on it too. Now that I'm doing the streams again, is if I'm streaming on this and recording on it and playing the game on this, because if I'm using any type of emulation, it's all right here on this one machine. It can be pretty hard on the system, and that does affect, you know, everything from the gameplay to what the stream looks like and sounds like. So that could be a plan. Yeah, I might hang on to this and do that. I actually had not thought about that until just now. So, thanks for listening to me ramble about that and somewhat giving me the idea, just, you know, talking it through. Anyway, man, damn, this has been quite a little bit of an intro here. Cool. We're about 13, 14 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten to today's topic, which, honestly, it's not really that deep of a topic. But I went to the grocery store earlier, and it just instantly reminded me of how much I hate having to deal with other people in public spaces where nobody is considerate of anybody else's personal space. As fucked up as this sounds, and I don't mean it in any way in a joking manner, like towards those that had people that suffered or passed away from it, but it kind of makes me miss COVID, where everybody left everybody to fuck alone. And this is probably going to be a recurring topic from time to time, because I can't possibly remember everything that I hate about people at the grocery store right now, or Walmart, or Target, or just any store, really. Especially any store that involves fucking buggies, or shopping carts, whatever you want to call them. Probably the number one thing that irritates me the most in a Walmart or a Target or anything like that is people that either walk beside or in front of and drag their shopping cart with them. And then they get pissy because they're in my way, but they expect me to move. No, dipshit. You're supposed to be behind the cart, taking up a single lane of traffic, not walking down the middle of the fucking aisle with your shopping cart in one lane and you in the other lane. And just expect everybody to fucking move out of your way like you're Moses parting the goddamn Red Sea. I fucking hate when people do that. Or when you're going down an aisle and somebody in front of you is like, oh, I need to stop and look at this section. You know, maybe it's the popcorn. What flavor popcorn do I want? And they turn the fucking shopping cart sideways so it blocks the whole fucking aisle. And then, you know, I will patiently wait for, I don't know, 30, maybe 45 seconds, because maybe you're in the process of turning completely around and you're just trying to get a quick glance at whatever flavored chips or whatever you want. You're going to grab them, drop them in, and just keep on moving, kind of in a slightly fluid motion, but you kind of stopped halfway through. That's fine. I've been guilty of doing that. It's understandable. But after about 45 seconds, when you're just standing there and you're not even holding onto your cart anymore and you're just doing that, what do I want pose? You know, the one where you kind of like cup your chin with your thumb and the finger and like a check mark, kind of like a mini dab. You're like, what do I want? Once you hit that point, I'm going to say, excuse me. And then without fucking hesitation, every damn time, the person just turns, still cupping his chin in that stupid little mini dab, and gives you this eat shit and die look, like I'm inconveniencing them because you're in my way. That's not how this works, dumb motherfucker. Oh, and I guess I should say that if you're one of these people that I'm talking about, go fuck yourself. You inconsiderate dipshits. Yeah, that was a little bit of a rant. But, you know, it just fucking burns me up that people are just so fucking oblivious to what's going on around them. The other thing that pisses me off is, you know, the freezer section, or anywhere that's like refrigerated now. A lot of the stores are moving to like refrigerated areas that are like the freezers with the glass doors. People that don't understand that it's a fucking glass door. It's clear. You can see through it. You can stand outside the door and see everything that's in there and determine what you want before you open the door. But the people that will open the door and then just stand there with the door wide open, like they're contemplating the whole meaning of the universe because they can't figure out whether they want vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream. It's just mind-boggling. Like, the whole time that fucking door is open, you're fucking everybody else over on that aisle because the difference in air temperature is coming out and going into those freezers, causing all the other doors to condensate, making it to now where everybody else can't see through the fucking doors, so now they have to open the doors, so now that's more of a temperature change because they can't see what's inside, and now they have to open the doors so they can figure out what's in that section, and it might not even be the section that they're looking for. I'm looking for waffles. This is the section with potato chips, or not potato chips, but hash brown potatoes in it. But I had to open the door and search from top to bottom to make sure because I can't see through the fucking door because this dipshit at the other end of the aisle is just standing there trying to decide whether he wants vanilla or chocolate ice cream with the door open, fucking everybody over. Yeah, that there's plenty more. Well, kind of stuttered there for a second. There's plenty more that I can go on about. But like I said, this is probably going to be like a recurring topic because if I keep going, I'm going to get myself even more wound up and I'm not going to be able to stop myself. And I don't really want to put out like a 4-hour-long podcast just bitching at people at the grocery store. I don't know, maybe one day when like I've recorded a whole bunch of them, we'll go back and like clip each part from the various different podcasts and do like a supercut. That might be cool. But yeah, that was just a little mini rant about the grocery store. Like I said at the beginning, I can talk about whatever the fuck I want here. And today, I wanted to tell dumb motherfuckers at the grocery store that they're dumb motherfuckers. But, you know, from the safety of behind this microphone. But once again, if you're one of these people that does that, go fuck yourself. And stop. Just stop fucking doing it. Anyway, as always, if you're checking this out on YouTube, please remember that these podcasts actually come out a week later on YouTube than they do on podcast apps like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everything like that. So by the time you're hearing this on YouTube, there's probably already another episode waiting for you on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Samsung Podcasts, whatever you prefer to listen to podcasts on other than YouTube. Also, as always, there are some affiliate links and a link to the Patreon in the description or the show notes. You go check those out if you like to. Butcher Box, fucking phenomenal meat. They don't pay me to say that, but I've now been using them for like a year and a half. And really, everything they have tastes good. So if you're interested, go check out that link. Give it a try. I mean, the worst thing you do is you don't like it and you cancel it. Okay. Same thing with Circle. Flavored water. It's great. They got a whole bunch of flavors, all kinds of like electrolyte stuff and things like that. I personally like the Honeycrisp apple. I also have raspberry lemonade that I just tried, and it's pretty good too. It's probably going to be like in my top 5 favorite flavors now. They got all kinds of lemonades and teas and weird combinations of fruit juices, and they even have, little kid flavors. So if you're interested, there's a link for that down there too. Of course, if y'all use those links, it does help me out a little bit. Patreon, there is most definitely content coming to Patreon in February. I have plans to sit down and record a couple of things probably this coming weekend, along with the next episode of the podcast, and probably a mini-sode as well, because I still owe y'all 4 of those. Anyway, also, if you're on YouTube, if you like this, hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That way you get this, plus the streams that are now back on YouTube, no longer on Twitch. And just, if you enjoyed this podcast in general, share it with anybody that you know that drives an ambulance. They'd probably enjoy it. But yeah, on that note, let's stop.